Yeah, well, hi friends, Doc South here, and I had kind of an eye opener today. I thought, I thought it was rather interesting. Today at the store, I did a lot of bringing in the carts. Yeah, in other words, uh, people shop. Well, they come in, they get a cart from the cart row, and then they shop. Filling the carts, hopefully right up to the top, and and then they pay their bill and out to the car with it. And we have these like little tents, yeah, in a way tents, I suppose, shelters anyway, where they can put the cart if they want, or sometimes they leave them right near the car. If some cases they have trouble walking too far, being senior citizens and like that, and so that it was my job to grab those carts and get them back into the holding pen, in just inside the just beyond the front door of the store. Okay, no problem. And I, being older than dirt myself, I like talking to the people as I work. I don't stop my work, but I always try to have something nice to say, something uplifting, a hello if nothing else, a handshake, a pat on the back, whatever. Just something to be of welcome to the folks. And perhaps if someone looks a little, well, like they might, the lifting the goods into their car might be a bit of a problem. Well, I'm happy to help. Generally, I don't have to do that, but still, I keep the eye open for the target of opportunity to do something nice. And the thing is I find that the seniors are very good at talking with one another, and they quite often will at least have a brief, you know, conversation with me. Nothing that would last for hours or anything, or even a minute, but just small talk. How you doing? Hey, did you hear we're doing this or that? Or hey, boy, I saw that sale in there on the chicken legs or whatever. Boy, that was good. It got me a mess of them. More small talk than anything. Which, if you're a senior, that's a big thing. Small talking's where it's at. And I just had the best time. I even helped one lady get into her parking space. She was a little afraid to back up. In fact, I think it was two or three ladies in that situation. Got them in just fine. That kind of thing. And I'm telling you, I don't see that much unhappiness with the older folks. They seem to be relatively upbeat people that I spoke with today anyway. Now, maybe somewhere else, everyone's walking around with their shoulders drooped and their tail dragging, but these people know. Now, there's a lesson in there somewhere, because you see a lot of the younger folks, now maybe when they're just by themselves, maybe that's when they're more active and back and making with the give and take and the to and fro. I suppose maybe that's the case. That could be, and I hope it is, because they should be razzing each other, ta- you know talking with one another, plotting cool things to do on the weekend, again with each other. Maybe making a date with that cute little 16-year-old. It's there. There's hopefully they do that. I didn't see much of that today. I'm going to keep an eye peeled for it though, because I might not, uh, being a grown up, I might not be privy to their world. But we'll see. We'll see. I got my ways, and we'll have to see. But I do highly recommend that when you get out and about, don't just be don't just be standing there with your jaw like that. Talk with people. Say hey. Maybe someone walks by in the aisle that you sort of know. Well, introduce yourself. You never know. You might have yourself a really good friend on your hands after a while. Nothing wrong with that. The world needs more friends. Truthfully known, it does. And especially as you get older, because you've lost a lot of friends. Today I did my level best to say hi to as many people as I could. How you doing? What's up? Can I help you? That kind of thing. And and from the smiles I saw, I'm telling you, I'm going to keep doing it. And it might be a good idea, no matter what your age group. Maybe pick your age group and work within that age group to build repertoire with your fellow your future friends. You never know, your future wife, your next girlfriend might be in that crowd too. Hey, that's good. And again, I'm talking to the kids now, but actually even to the grown-ups. It's a lot of I could see where some of these folks may have been widowed and now they've found someone to spend the rest of their life with. Uh, that's good. That's a good thing. I don't know. We got to kind of not isolate from one another, I think would be the best way to put it. And be friends, make friends, be friends, dig friends. Okay, and there you go. It can't hurt the world a bit for people to be more friendly. In fact, I think it's got to help a whole lot. Okay, just thought I'd say. Just thought I'd say. It's nothing much worse. And this has happened to me in my life one time or another, where I didn't have any friends. And what do? You feel that can get you feeling pretty darn lonely. In my case, I joined a rescue squad. I couldn't have better friends than those squad members, the buggers. They were great. And they knew people who they could introduce me to, in the general day-to-day life, and it worked out pretty good before I knew it. When I lived down in the Carolinas, at first I didn't have any friends down there. I didn't know a soul. Boy, it only took about uh, maybe 2 or 3 months of being around the Tar Heels before my social calendar was full, and my dating calendar was pretty darn full too. Which was, boy, I'm telling you, that was great. And so there you go. Dig in, friends. It's a beautiful world. Lots of wonderful people out there, just waiting to have another friend. My opinion, anyway. I'll see you later. God bless. Okay. Get busy.